Chapter 755, Curse of the Black Cauldron. It starts in the living room at the estate. It was movie day and we were watching one of my favorite Disney movies, The Black Cauldron from 1985. It was about a young pig handler's apprentice named Taran who lived during the European Dark Ages of 8th century medieval Europe in the land of Pryden, and how he journeys to find a terrifying artifact that can bring forth an army of the dead from the darkness of hell itself, called the Black Cauldron. The Black Cauldron is an artifact of doom from the darkness of Satan himself. The Black Cauldron is called this because in Pryden there lived a malevolent and pure evil king that struck fear into everyone's hearts, and he was thrown into a molten iron cauldron and burned alive. His demonic spirit haunts the cauldron, and for centuries it laid hidden and was extremely elusive. Narrator. Legend has it, in the mystic land of Pryden, there was once a king so cruel and so evil that even the gods feared him. Since no prison could hold him, he was thrown alive into a crucible of molten iron. There his demonic spirit was captured in the form of a great black cauldron. For uncounted centuries, the Black Cauldron laid hidden, waiting. While evil may have searched for it, knowing whoever possessed it would have the power to resurrect an army of deathless warriors and with them, rule the world. ******. In the land of Pryden in 717 AD, Taran is an assistant pig keeper on the small farm of Caer Dalben, home of Dalben the Enchanter. Dalben learns that the Horned King is searching for a mystical relic known as the Black Cauldron, which is capable of creating an invincible army of undead warriors, the Cauldron-born. Dalben fears the Horned King may try to steal his pig hen Wen, who has oracular powers, and use her to locate the cauldron. Dalben directs Taran to take Hen Wen to safety. Unfortunately, Taran's foolish daydreaming causes Hen Wen to be captured by the Gwythanes, winged wyvern-like creatures that serve the Horned King. Taran follows them to the Horned King's stronghold. Along the way, he encounters the small, pestering creature Gurgi, who joins Taran on his search. Frustrated by Gurgi's antics and fear of the castle, Taran leaves him to sneak inside and rescues Hen Wen, but although Hen Wen escapes, Taran is captured and thrown into the dungeon. A fellow captive named Princess Elenwy frees Taran as she is trying to make her own escape. In the catacombs beneath the castle, Taran and Elenwy discover the ancient burial chamber of a king, where Taran arms himself with the king's sword. It contains magic that allows him effectively to fight the Horned King's minions and so to fulfill his dream of heroism. Along with a third prisoner, the comical, middle-aged bard Faludurflam, they escape from the castle and are soon reunited with Gurgi. Upon discovering that Taran has escaped, the Horned King orders his goblin companion Creeper to send the Gwythanes to follow Taran and bring him back alive. Following Hen Wen's trail, the four stumble into the underground kingdom of the fair folk, who reveal that Hen Wen is under their protection. When the cheerful, elderly King Idileg reveals that he knows where the cauldron is, Taran resolves to go destroy it himself. Elenwy, Faludur, and Gurgi agree to join him, and Idileg's obnoxious right-hand man Doli is assigned to lead them to the marshes of Morva, while the fair folk agree to escort Hen Wen safely back to Caer Dalben. At the marshes they learn that the cauldron is held by three witches: the grasping Ordu, who acts as leader, the greedy Argok, and the more benevolent Orwen, who falls in love with Faludur at first sight, which causes a frightened Doli to abandon the group. Ordu agrees to trade the cauldron for Taran's sword, and he reluctantly agrees, although he knows that to yield it will cost his chance for heroism. Before vanishing, the witches reveal that the cauldron is indestructible, and that its power can only be broken by someone who climbs in under his own free will, which will kill him. Although Taran feels foolish for aspiring to destroy the cauldron alone, his companions show their belief in him, and it seems that Elenwy and Taran will kiss. Suddenly, the celebration is interrupted by the Horned King's soldiers, who have finally reached the marshes themselves. They seize the cauldron and arrest everyone but Gurgi, and take their prisoners back to the castle. The Horned King uses the cauldron to raise the dead, and his cauldron-born army begins to pour out into the world. Gurgi manages to sneak into the castle and rescue his friends. Taran decides to cast himself into the cauldron, but Gurgi stops him and jumps into the cauldron himself. The undead army collapses. When the Horned King spots Terran at large, he infers the turn of events, says that Terran has interfered for the last time, and throws the youth toward the cauldron. However, the cauldron's magic is out of control. It consumes the Horned King in a tunnel of fire and blood, killing him and destroying the castle, using up all its powers forever. The three witches come to recover the now inert Black Cauldron. However, Terran has finally realized Gurji's true friendship, and he persuades them to revive the wild thing in exchange for the cauldron, forcing him to give up his magical sword permanently. Faluter challenges the reluctant witches to demonstrate their powers by the revival, and upon hearing Faluter's remarks, the witches honor the request, restoring Gurji back to life. After Gurji is resurrected, he pushes Terran and Elanwai into a kiss. The four friends then journey back to Kair Dalben, where Dalben and Doli watch them in a vision created by Hen Wen, and Dalben finally praises Terran for his heroism, though he prefers to be a pig boy. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. The Black Cauldron was being searched for by the evil Horned King, the war leader of Anuvan, and he will stop at nothing to find it and rule the world. Terran and the lost princess Elanwai, whom we haven't met yet and is the last of the Disney princesses we have yet to encounter, managed to defeat the Horned King and kill him with it. We saw the Horned King die and we saw Terran and Elanwai kiss, and it was a great movie. But the movie critics gave this movie a bad rating. But those stupid critics don't know anything about it. Me, that's an awesome movie. Nico, it sure is. Lincoln, I just can't believe those movie critics gave this movie a bad grade and more. Lainey, yeah, they wouldn't know good movies if they kicked them in their faces. Me, I know. Riku, was Elanwai one of the princesses you kidnapped? Riku, no, thank goodness. Me, well, that's a relief. Nicole, but that Black Cauldron is absolutely terrible. It is just like the Book of Vile Darkness but in the form of a metal cauldron. Nico, what's the difference between the Book of Vile Darkness and the Black Cauldron? Nicole, the Book of Vile Darkness was crafted from the body of an evil sorcerer, and the Black Cauldron was made when that evil king fell into it. Lola, who was the Book of Vile Darkness made from? Nicole, you would hate this guy Lola. His name was Enegruel the Foul. Nicole revealed the history of Enegruel the Foul. 4,000 years ago in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, Enegruel the Foul, a malevolent sorcerer who reveled in corrupting the innocent and the spread of despair, neared the end of his mortal days and was dismayed. Consumed with hatred for all things living, Enegruel sold his soul to the demon lords of the abyss so that his malevolent spirit would survive after his body perished. In an excruciating ritual, Enegruel's skin was flayed into pages, his bones were hammered into a cover, and his diseased blood was transformed into the ink to pen a book most vile. All those exposed to the book were driven insane and were corrupted by the wicked knowledge contained inside that they were forced to turn evil. Misery and bloodshed followed the disciples of Enegruel as they spread their master's dark dream. Creatures, untamed and depraved, emerged from every pit and unclean burrow to partake in the fever of destruction. The cities and kingdoms of Karkoth were devoured by this plague of evil, until a group of holy warriors arose from their ashes. Nicole was in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, and she became a member of this powerful group of warriors. The warriors were called the Knights of the New Sun, and they swore an oath to resurrect all hope in the land. The purity of their hearts was so powerful and great that Peleer, the god of light, granted them powerful amulets with which to channel his righteous power of light. This pierced the shadow that had darkened the land for 1,200 years and cast it asunder. Nicole found the Book of Vile Darkness during the battle, and her power completely destroyed Enegruel's evil knowledge and spirit inside it and completely wiped the book clean of info. Nicole would use the book to capture the universe's most evil villains and imprison them in the book forever. Lainey, wow. That is terrifying. Lana, I can't believe that the Book of Vile Darkness is that evil. Jared, but Nicole cleansed it of all its evil and made it a prison for the most evil villains in the universe. Nicole, that's right, big bro. And I'm also a member of the Knights of the New Sunday. Nicole pulled out an amulet of Peleer, and this showed that she was a member of the Knights of the New Sunday. Me, that's an amazing amulet, Nicole. Lincoln, how come you never showed that to us? Nicole, you never asked. Lincoln, touché. Nicole scrolled through the pages and revealed all the information she gathered from the villains that we killed and imprisoned in the book, and it was an amazing amount of information. Nicole, some people are just that completely evil. They are so bad that they make even the devil himself cringe. Me, we killed so many villains and destroyed numerous monsters. Lainey, Sora, did you visit the world of the Black Cauldron during your journey? Sora, as a matter of fact we did. We arrived at that world when we were searching for Riku. Carrie, I remember you told me that. Me, that's cool. Also, from what we know, Elin Y is the only princess we have yet to meet. Aqua, that's right. Kita, you guys know all of us. Tiana, I know. It's hard to imagine that you know a lot of princesses. Me, I know. Let's not forget that we've encountered so many people and friends that Sora knows, as well as Aqua, Ventus, and Terra, and they helped out numerous people in need. Goofy, we sure have. Me, yep. Mega Man, can I ask you a question? Mega Man, sure JD. Me, how did you become Mega Man? Were you a normal human that volunteered to become this? Mega Man, you hit the nail right on the head JD. Here goes. Before I became Mega Man, I was originally a human named Rock. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Mega Man, or Rockman, came into existence due to the following timeline of events. In the fictional and futuristic year 200X, the robotics expert Dr. Thomas Light, Dr. Wright in Japan, worked to create a humanoid robot. This robot would demonstrate an advanced artificial intelligence program that would allow it to make decisions based on vague commands and directions. Before Dr. Light ever constructed what would eventually become Mega Man, he first designed the robot known as Proto-Man, Blues in Japan, which, similar to his name, was designed as a prototype of his future creations. Dr. Light's achievement greatly exceeded his expectations. However, he found a critical problem on Proto-Man's power reactor. He made plans to modify and repair him, but the robot ran away, fearing that he would lose his identity and become like a different person. After the disappearance of Proto-Man, Dr. Light decided to create another robot. He created two robots siblings around the same time to work as a pair. These robots were called Rock, Mega in the Mega Man Powered Up remake, and Roll. Rock was created as Dr. Light's lab assistant, and his sister, Roll, was designed for housekeeping. With the success of these two test-type robots, Light designed and built 6 industrial robots, mainly to be used in the construction and maintenance of public works. These robots were Cut Man, a timber-felling robot, Guts Man, a construction robot, Ice Man, a robot designed for exploration in extreme freezing temperatures, Bomb Man, a land reclamation robot, Fire Man, designed for waste management, and Elect Man, designed to oversee and control atomic energy power plants. Mega Man Powered Up introduced 2 more robot masters, Time Man, a time researcher robot, and Oil Man, an oil maintenance robot. Each of these robots had full use of a human-like intelligence and reasoning potential. However, little did Dr. Light know that all of these robots, including the missing Proto-Man, would later serve as the key to unlocking Rock's destiny. Dr. Albert W. Wiley, an old colleague of Dr. Light's, grew jealous when his projects were always overshadowed by his self-proclaimed rival. He constructed a robot factory in the Pacific and began to plot to conquer the world. Wiley stumbled upon Proto-Man one day, who was dying when his energy system was malfunctioning. He repaired him, and while analyzing him he discovered that he had found a way to create robots at the same level as Dr. Light. He decided to reprogram Dr. Light's industrial robots to exact revenge. One day, the industrial robots became misled and forced under his rule. With his new followers, Wiley seized control of the city and demanded recognition. This string of events set in motion what would later become the purpose for Mega Man's existence. Realizing that it would be very difficult for the armies to stop Wiley, Dr. Light knew something had to be done. Rock, having a strong sense of justice, volunteered to be converted from his current state as a lab assistant into a fighting robot, or rather, a super fighting robot. Thus, on May 25th, he became known as Mega Man. From that day forward, Mega Man volunteered himself for action against crime and serving to support and protect mankind's existence and coexistence with robots within society. Mega Man fights and destroys each of the robot masters before journeying to Wily's fortress to defeat him once and for all. Mega Man eventually wins the battle, but Wily bows down and begs for forgiveness, which Mega Man grants. Mega Man then walks home to meet Dr. Light and Roll. After the events of the first Mega Man game, Dr. Wily somehow returned with a new fortress and 8 of his own combat robots, designed specifically for destroying Mega Man. Mega Man defeats all 8 robot masters and confronts Dr. Wily himself, who turns into an alien. Mega Man defeats the alien, which is revealed as a hologram operated by Dr. Wily. After Wily begs for mercy, Mega Man spares him and returns home, again. Some time later, Dr. Wily claims to have changed and teams up with Dr. Light to create a giant peacekeeping robot called Gamma. However, the new robot masters created to mine the energy elements needed for Gamma's construction have gone out of control. Mega Man goes after them, meeting his brother, Proto Man, under the alias Break Man in this game, until the ending. Along the way, Mega Man soon retrieves the crystals, but returns to discover that Dr. Wily has stolen Gamma and plans on using it to take over the world. Mega Man defeats Gamma and foils Wily's plan again, and the Mad Doctor is seemingly killed by debris of his fortress at the end. Wily's UFO can be seen flying in the ending, revealing he had survived. One day, Dr. Light received a message from a scientist named Dr. Cossack, challenging Light and Mega Man to a contest to see whose robots were better. Dr. Cossack's robot masters started causing chaos and Mega Man went out to stop them. After defeating the robot masters, Mega Man goes to Dr. Cossack's citadel to confront him. Upon defeating the scientist's final machine, however, he discovers that not all is as it seems. In truth, Cossack was being forced into his criminal acts because his daughter, Kalinka, had been kidnapped by Wily, who was very much alive. Luckily, Proto Man betrays Wily and rescues her, allowing Mega Man to head for Wily's new fortress and defeat him once more. This time, however, Wily was able to escape. Mega Man discovers, to his shock, that Proto Man has kidnapped Dr. Light and a new group of robot masters under his command were attacking the city. As usual, Mega Man heads out to save the day and get to the bottom of Proto Man's strange behavior. After defeating the robot masters and navigating Proto Man's castle, Mega Man confronts Proto Man. At first, his opponent gets the better of him, as Mega Man is reluctant to hurt his ally, but the real Proto Man shows up and reveals the fake as Dark Man 4, who Mega Man defeats with ease. After defeating Dark Man, Dr. Wily appears and reveals himself as the creator of Dark Man. Saying that he is holding Dr. Light captive at his castle, Wily challenges Mega Man to come after him. Yet again, Mega Man goes to Wily's castle and defeats him once more. But the fortress starts to collapse and Mega Man, using his super strength, tries to hold it up. Wily escapes while Mega Man is distracted, but Proto Man comes in and rescues Mega Man and Dr. Light. An event called the First Annual Robot Tournament, sponsored by the billionaire Mr. X, is held. Everything seems fine as the contest begins, but when the top 8 robots enter the arena for the final event, Mr. X appears and reveals he had reprogrammed the 8 robots to use them to take over the world. Mega Man goes to stop Mr. X and his army of robots, defeating the robot masters and battling Mr. X atop his castle. As it turns out, Mr. X is only an alter ego for Mega Man's nemesis, Dr. Wily. Thus, Mega Man battles Wily and puts a stop to his plans once again. This time, he finally apprehends the Mad Doctor, sending Wily to prison. Unfortunately, Dr. Wily had planned for even this outcome. 6 months after Wily's defeat and imprisonment, it is revealed he had 4 robots hidden away. These robots are activated remotely and break Wily out of prison. Mega Man arrives upon the scene and encounters Base, a humanoid robot, and Treble, his robotic wolf. Mega Man and Base get into a short battle, apparently impressing the latter with his skill. Base claims he is trying to stop Wily as well and comments that Mega Man might not need his help before leaving. After defeating 4 of the Robot Masters, Mega Man finds out Wily is attacking the Robot Museum and has stolen Guts Man. He attempts to intercept the villain, but is delayed when Wily deploys a clown-like robot to battle him. Mega Man finds Base again, injured in a fight. Mega Man takes him back to Dr. Light for repairs. However, when Mega Man returns to the lab, he finds the lab has been damaged by Base, who has also stolen blueprints for the super adapter intended for Mega Man and Rush. Dr. Wily appears on the screen and reveals that Base and Treble are his creations. Mega Man then heads to Wily's castle to stop his latest plan. Along the way, he fights Base, using a similar version of the super adapter with Treble. Mega Man then confronts Wily and defeats him again. As always, Wily begs for forgiveness, but Mega Man points his Mega Buster at him, saying he does not trust Wily and plans on killing him. Dr. Wily, scared out of his wits, reminds Mega Man that robots cannot harm humans. In the original Japanese version, Mega Man is speechless. In the English version, he replies that he is more than just a robot, implying he was planning on firing his buster anyway, which was a stark contrast to how Mega Man is normally. Before Mega Man can pull the trigger, Base and Treble appear and rescue Wily. Mega Man then leaves Wily's fortress as it goes up into flames, clearly conflicted about what happened. During a city battle against Base, Mega Man is called away to investigate an island uncharted by any maps. After defeating a hermit crab-like robot, he finds Dr. Wily, who reveals that the island was his base before absconding with an orb of strange purple energy. Although unable to stop Wily's escape, Mega Man finds a badly damaged robot in a crater and takes it back to Dr. Light's lab. While the robot is brought in for repairs, Dr. Light informs Mega Man that Dr. Wily is at it again, with 4 brand new robot masters attacking locations all over the globe. As Mega Man defeats each of the robot masters, he finds capsules of the strange energy Dr. Wily took from the island. When he returns to the lab, he gives the samples to Dr. Light for study, but the robot he found earlier breaks free and heads out to the desert. Mega Man goes after him and briefly fights him, but realizes that his opponent is holding back. Before he can consider it further, the robot flees and Proto Man appears, telling him that Wily's new headquarters is up ahead. Mega Man goes to the Wily Tower, but is captured by a massive robot. He is then saved by the strange robot he battled earlier, who introduces himself as Duo and explains his mission to destroy all evil energy in the universe. Duo informs Mega Man that the other robot contained evil energy within it, which Wily was using to make his robots more powerful. He also told the hero that Wily Tower was protected by a force field linked to 4 more robot masters hidden around the world. As Duo left to secure the rest of the evil energy around the world, Mega Man set out to defeat the other 4 robot masters and foil Wily's latest plan. In the end, Mega Man defeated the remaining robot masters and infiltrated Wily's fortress. Along the way, Base challenges him to a duel, having used evil energy to increase his power, but Mega Man emerges triumphant once more. When he finally reaches Dr. Wily, he is caught in an energy trap and is almost destroyed by Wily's machine's cannon, but is saved when Duo appears and takes the blast for him. Duo, now immobilized, is in turn saved by Proto Man. Mega Man thanks Proto Man for helping Duo recover and takes on Wily's newest machine. As usual, Mega Man destroys the latest incarnation of the Wily machine, leaving Wily on the ground begging for forgiveness. As Mega Man berates Wily for trying the same old ruse after so many failures, he is taken over by the evil energy in Wily's machine as the tower collapsed around them. However, Duo saved Mega Man and destroyed the evil energy within him. He leaves before Mega Man wakes up, but Proto Man informs him of Duo's final message to the Blue Bomber: "Thank you." A new robot named King, claiming to be the strongest robot in the world, began to recruit other robots to form a new robot army. Mega Man went to stop King, aided to his surprise by Base, who took offense to King's claims of being the strongest robot. After defeating the 8 new robot masters and King himself, it is revealed that King was created by Dr. Wily, who Mega Man and Base defeat once more. Several years later, new robots were causing havoc around the world, all created by Dr. Light. Mega Man quickly volunteered to clear Light's name and was sent out to investigate the source of the problem. Soon, the police came to arrest Dr. Light. Meanwhile, Mega Man went after the robot masters and, after he defeated a few of them, discovered that they were scheduled to be decommissioned and sent to the junkyard because they had reached the expiration date assigned to them by the government. Once the final robot had been taken down, Mega Man brought back his memory circuit board to Otto for investigation. As it turned out, Dr. Wily had reprogrammed the robots, who were scheduled for demolition, to rise up against their human masters rather than be destroyed. Mega Man then went to Dr. Wily's castle and defeated Dr. Wily again. Dr. Wily, as usual, begged Mega Man for forgiveness. Mega Man responded to this by having Rush play clips of all the times Wily had done the same routine, the clips being scenes from previous games. Although Wily seemed contrite and apologetic, he tricked Mega Man into thinking that Dr. Light was, in fact, imprisoned in a jail cell in the next room. Although Proto Man appeared and warned him that it was a trap, Mega Man went to investigate the cell and was electrocuted by the fake light robot, and Wily set his hideout to self-destruct. Proto Man saved Mega Man, but Wily escaped yet again. Mega Man is enjoying his day until Roll falls ill with Roboenza. At first, he believes that Wily is behind the epidemic, but Wily claims that he had found the cure, only to have it stolen by 8 out-of-control robot masters. After defeating them all, Mega Man learns that Dr. Wily actually was behind the Roboenza epidemic all along. He succumbs to Roboenza himself, but Roll gives him her saved medicine to give him the strength to defeat Wily. After Mega Man defeats Wily, the doctor becomes sick. Mega Man asks Wily if he has been infected with the Roboenza, and Wily answers that he is a human, not a robot. Despite this opportunity to finally end Wily's evil schemes once and for all, Mega Man's heroic nature wins out and he takes Wily to a hospital. The mad scientist immediately broke out after recovering, but left behind enough of the cure to restore all of the robots infected with Roboenza. This would imply that Dr. Wily does in fact have some kindness in him. Although he is not actually playable in the base and Proto Man modes, he still played a key role in those modes. In Proto Man mode, he was responsible for curing Proto Man when the latter started succumbing to Roboenza, and in both base and Proto Man mode endings, it is heavily implied that Mega Man was responsible for taking Wily to the hospital after the latter succumbed to influenza. In a dream, a flashback sequence reveals that while they were at Robot University, Dr. Wily was working on a device named the Double Gear System, a device that pushes robots beyond their usual limits. Dr. Light was resistant to Dr. Wily's research due to him believing that robots shouldn't be strained, and if the Double Gear System fell in the wrong hands, it could cause harm. Wily recalls the research in his dream, and set out to kidnap 8 new robots that Light was checking up on. Despite some reluctance from Light, he eventually is persuaded by Mega Man to have the Double Gear System installed in him. After recalling the rift between Light and Wily at Robot University, Light's independent thinking robots versus Wily's Double Gear System, Mega Man ponders a way for them to work together. Wily then hacks into Light's lab, telling Mega Man where to find him, and Mega Man obliges. After Mega Man defeats Wily, Light comes in and ponders the idea of him and Wily working together again, explaining that Mega Man was the amalgamation of both of their ideas. Wily rejects it, however, and storms off. With the Gear Fortress collapsing, Mega Man escorts Light and Otto out of it. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Me? Wow. Mega Man, that's incredible. Mega Man, I know. Mind wipe. So that's how Mega Man got created? Me, it would appear so. Lainey, did the same thing happen to you, Roll? Roll, it sure did. I may be a house robot, but I love to help out Mega. He's my brother. Me, that's amazing role. But in the end, Dr. Wily paid the ultimate price for his crimes. At the hands of us and his former robots, and then Mega Man enrolls. Mega Man, yep, and this time he's gone for good. Me, in the river of fire. Laney, good riddance. Rachel SD, you said it, Lanes. I just can't believe that Dr. Wily was that ruthless and diabolical. Nico, Dr. Albert Wily, you have failed both the worlds of humans and robots. Laney, you said it. Laney was having some gushers. Alexis, can me, Yoli, Tara and Jen have a gusher, Laney? Laney, sure, Alexis. They took one. Tara went first and she ate it. Tara, fruity. Oh. She felt like someone was tickling her. Tara, laughs. Gar, stop it. Beast Boy, I'm not doing anything, Tara. Tara's head then started to change. She lost all her blonde hair and her head elongated and grew up. Her skin turned into a yellow peel and it turned into a banana. The peel split and revealed her face. Me, you turned into a banana. Luan, that's quite an AP peeling way to split. Laughs, get it? We laughed. Tara, laughs. Luan, that was so funny. Me, laughs. Good one, Luan. Just don't let Beast Boy turn into a gorilla and eat you. Beast Boy, that's a gorilla stereotype, dude. Me, sorry, I thought it was true. Tara, but it is funny. Alexis ate hers. Alexis, tasty and fruity. Here comes something. Alexis was laughing. Alexis, Jaden. Stop it. Laughs. Jaden, I'm not doing anything, Lex. Then her head was changing. She lost her hair and her skin turned blue and her head turned shorter and it turned into a blueberry. Me, Alexis. You turned into a blueberry. Lori, oh Alexis. That's so cute. Alexis looked at herself in a mirror and she saw herself as a blueberry. Alexis, I do look adorable. Jaden, you sure do. Jaden kissed her and when it was done his lips turned blue. Me, your lips are totally blue, Jaden. Lori, yeah, take a look. Jaden saw this in a compact mirror and his lips were a purplish blue. Jaden, wow. My lips taste fruity. Jen, let's see what I'll turn into. Jen ate hers. Jen, fruity. Oh. Jen started laughing. Jen, Bruce, stop tickling me. Hulk not doing anything, Jen. Jen then had her head start changing. She lost her brown hair and her skin turned green and we first thought she was hulking out, but her head grew and turned into a citrusy lime. Me, your head is a lime. Jen, and I smell like key lime pie. Luan, I love key lime pie. Jen, that's silly but I love limes. Yoli, let's see what mine tastes like. Yoli ate hers. Yoli, yummy and fruity. Oh. Yoli was laughing hard. Yoli, quitted Hawkman. Yoli's Hawkman, I'm not doing anything, Yoli. Yoli then started to change. She lost her lavender purple hair and her head puffed up as her skin turned yellow, but then it turned into a lemon. Me, your head is a lemon. Yoli, I smell like lemonade. Me, just don't squirt in our eyes. We laughed. Davis, nice head, Yoli. Me, Davis. Yoli, sarcastically, oh hearty har har. Very funny. 10 minutes later they changed back. Tara reverted back and she got all her hair back. Tara, woozy, tropical fruity goodness. Alexis reverted back and she got all her hair back. Alexis, woozy, those are fruity Pop-Tarts. Jen reverted back and she got her hair back. Jen, woozy, oh that was sour. I feel like I drank a whole thing of lime juice. Yoli then reverted back too. She gained all her hair back. Yoli, woozy, Oh, I feel like I drank a quart of lemon juice. We laughed at what they said and they laughed with us. Me, that was funny though. Nico, it sure was. Miranda, I thought it was hilarious. Me, it sure was. Shall we head into the simulator for an adventure into the world of the Black Cauldron? Everyone, yet. Me, let's do it. We went to the simulator. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We were in the simulator and we were going to head into the movie The Black Cauldron. The simulator activated and we found ourselves in the world of Pryden. We were in the year 717 AD during the European Dark Ages, one of the darkest and most savage times in all of our history. We were 1,302 years into the past and it was a barbaric time back then. Me, wow. Pryden, 717 AD. Lola, it sure is beautiful. Lana, I would call this a vacation spot. Me, it sure would be one. Let's not forget though that this was the European Dark Ages, one of the most savage times in our history. But let's find Taran. We walked around and we found Taran and Iloni living in a nice house with his pig hen Win. Me, there he is. Sora, Taran. Elon Y. Taran, British accent. Sora, Donald, Goofy. Donald, long time no see Taran. Goofy, how have you been? Taran, I've been doing great. Thank you. Elon Y. Sora, it's great to see you again. Sora, you too Elon Y. Taran and Elon Y saw us. Taran, are you JD? Knudsen? Me, that's right. JD. Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Taran, Bo's Mr. Knudsen. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Me, no need for formalities. Just JD is fine. Elon Y, so what brings you all here? Me, we've come to destroy the Black Cauldron and make sure that it never terrorizes this world ever again. Taran, I'm glad you all came. We'll gladly help you all. Nico, and if the Horned King is back and I have a strong feeling he is, we'll be ready for him. Elon Y, we all will. Maggie, we sure will. Me, let's head out. Maria, this time, no one's getting sacrificed to that cauldron. Me, you got that right Maria. We were on our way to find the Black Cauldron. Our mission was to destroy it and make sure that no one can get their hands on it ever again. Elon Y, Aqua, was the realm of darkness that bad? Aqua, it was. While I was in it, I was thinking dark thoughts, like me giving Terra a black eye and giving Ven a permanent atomic wedgie. Me, that's horrible Aqua. I can't believe the realm of darkness is that evil. It makes a walk through hell seem like child's play. We arrived in a terrifying land and we saw the castle of the Black Cauldron. Me, it's the castle of the Black Cauldron. Nico, it looks like a true fortress from hell. Carol, it sure does. It would be a perfect fortress for the devil himself. Lincoln, it sure would look like it. But then a powerful storm appeared overhead and then a tornado dropped down. And it had sky blue eyes, a malevolent grin and Zaldan's spears were orbiting around it. It was Zaldan's heartless called the Tornadic Death Storm. Tornadic Death Storm. Surprised to see me Lori? Me, that voice. Zaldan. Tornadic Death Storm. I'm flattered that you remember me JD. Lori, I thought we were rid of you for good Zaldan. Tornadic Death Storm. You haven't dealt with my heartless yet. Taran, you know this guy JD? Me, and I wish we didn't. His name is Zaldan, and he was once a member of Organization 13, a group of nobodies that worked under the ruthless Xehanort who tried to destroy the entire universe. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Zaldan was once Dylan, a castle guard working under Ansem the Wise, benign lord of the Radiant Garden Kingdom, who met Ventus and later took Aqua's armor and keyblade into the castle. Becoming a nobody to be free of feelings, Zaldan understood the setbacks of lacking a heart, but kept a clear disdain towards people who follow their hearts, especially towards the beast. Zaldin secretly begins his attempt to manipulate the beast's rage to create a powerful nobody and heartless. He then kidnaps Belle, forcing the beast to choose whether Belle or the rose is more important to him. The plan fails when Belle gets away with the rose and Zaldin falls against Sora and the beast, fading into nothingness. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. However, in Dream Drop Distance, it's revealed that he was revived as Dylan along with Even, Elias, Enzo and Lee. Me, Zaldin is a monster of pure unrestrained evil and he tried to kill us before. But we killed him. Lori, and he literally still disgusts me. I hate him more than all of life itself. Tornadic Death Storm, it's good that the beast is no longer cursed. It'll be all the more sweeter to kill Belle in front of him when I'm done here. Me, you are even more fucked up than ever Zaldin. Nico, Zaldin, you have failed this entire universe. Lori, also Zaldin, I will kill you again and this time you will never come back. Lori screamed in a powerful rage and she flared up her sky blue aura and was enveloped in a powerful tornado and her energy was skyrocketing at a powerful level. She transformed into her Super Angel 10,000 Hurricane Eagle form. She had one of Zaldin's spears in her hands and her sky blue aura not only had lightning in it but also miniature tornadoes spinning around her. Lori, you will now pay for your crimes Zaldin. He's not the only one you have to worry about. Me, the Horned King. We turned and we saw the Horned King. Back from the dead. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the Chronicles of Priden series, the Horned King appears only in the first book, the Book of Three. He is Aeron's champion and the war leader of Anuvan. The Horned King is described as a huge man wearing armor, except for his arms, which are naked and stained crimson, a red cape and an antlered skull mask. The antlers are presumably where he gets his name. Aeron sends the Horned King to capture the oracular pig named Henwen from Caer Dalben. He follows Terran across Priden in search of the pig Henwen, but cannot find her. In the end, he marches his army to Caer Davil and attacks Terran when he and Elanwy try to warn the Sons of Dawn of the impending attack. Terran tries to fight him with the sword known as Dyrnwyn, but is nearly slain by the sword's fire in his attempt to draw it. Gwydion is able to defeat the Horned King by speaking and uttering his true name, Cornelius presumably, and upon the utterance of his name, the Horned King is struck by a flash of lightning and destroyed by flames. The Horned King serves as the main antagonist here. However, the main antagonist was originally to be Aeron. In spite of this, the animators felt that people would prefer him better since he had horns, such as Maleficent and Chernabog. But in the Black Cauldron, the Horned King is depicted as an elderly and sinister king with gnarled antler horns and a red robe covering undead, green, rotting skin of his body which indicates his appearance to be ghoulish. His main plan in the film was to find the Black Cauldron and use its power to unleash an army of undead Cauldron-born. He tries by any means to find the Cauldron, such as Princess Elanwy's magic bauble and Terran's oracular pig named Henwen. After the Horned King unleashes his army of Cauldron-born at his castle using the power of the Black Cauldron, Gurgi flings himself into the cauldron to stop the army. After facing off against Terran, he is sucked into the cauldron and presumably perishes. The Horned King has a vast army of servants at his disposal including the troll-like goblin named Creeper, the huntsman of Anuvan, the dragon-like Wythaints, and, of course, his Cauldron-born. The Black Cauldron has never widely resounded with audiences. In theaters, the film's PG-rated intensity frightened children and upset parents expecting wholesome entertainment from the Disney name. However, those who have never avoided it often sing the film's praises, rather than singling it out as one of the weakest animated features in the studio's canon. The Horned King's increased role in the film renders him a treacherous, affecting, and scary villain. His efforts to gain possession of the magical titular cauldron are drastic, as he calls forth an army of dead soldiers to find this key to ruling the world. Later, the Horned King, while trying to pull himself away from the Black Cauldron before reviving his undead army again, was ultimately destroyed by the power of the very artifact he now possessed. With him, his plans to dominate all life. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Horned King, surprised to see me, Terran? Terran, I thought you were dead. My dark orb detector went off. Me, he has a dark orb on him. Horned King, you mean this? The Horned King revealed that he had a dark orb embedded in his chest. Me, it brought you back to life. Elin, why? What is that thing he has? Me, that is a dark orb. It's a fragment of Xehanort's evil. They are scattered all throughout the entire universe, and our mission on Team Loud Phoenix Storm is to destroy all of those dark orbs and erase every single bit of Xehanort's evil essence. Sora, yeah, we have countless orbs to clean up. Me, Lori, you take down Zaldin's Heartless. We'll take down the Horned King. Lori, right. Xian, Lori, I want to help you. Lori, okay Xian. Elena, same here. Lori, alright Elena. Tornadic Death Storm, you are as useless as everyone in the organization Lark scene. Elena, fuck you Zaldin. I was never a part of Organization 13. Xian, you make me sick looking at you. Horned King, oh, and I'm not alone, you fools. The Horned King raised his hands and he had an enormous army of skeletons with him. Me, he has a tremendous army with him. Lucy, this is a lot of skeletons even for my standards. Me, but he's still a dangerous enemy. Nico, Horned King, you have failed this world. Me, and he has failed this whole universe. Let's get them, guys. We went at the Horned King and Lori, Elena, and Xian went at Zaldin's Heartless, and we went at the Horned King and his entire army. Massive and fiery explosions were erupting out all over the area and destroying everything in their paths. Terran was armed with his magic sword again, and Elin Y had a magic sword as well. Nico fires Starcream's null ray at skeletons, like shooting fish in a barrel. Me, it's shooting monkeys in a barrel, but that works, man. We fired energy blasts and elemental blasts and blew all the skeletons apart and more. Lori fired a massive blast of wind from her hands and slashed the tornadic death storm with one of her spears. Elena and Xian fired a powerful blast of lightning and solar plasma, and the blasts combined and hit Zaldin's Heartless and it exploded. Zaldin was seen and he got sucked into the river of fire. Zaldin, fuck you all. Fuck you all to fucking hell. Zaldin was gone for good. He will never terrorize the world ever again. Elena, go back to hell Zaldin and stay there. We mercilessly destroyed all of the skeletons. Warpath ran over all of the skeletons in his tank mode and squished them all over the place. Warpath, you dead should stay dead. Nico, and they failed at being dead. We killed the last of the dead and set our sights on the Horned King. Me, now you die again, Horned King. I fired a massive blast of energy at him and obliterated him in an instant. His spirit then appeared. Brock, to Horned King's spirit you get to live, Horned King. At least, just long enough to watch as we destroy your cauldron. Brittany, and my magic will hold you until we do. Me, let's go. We pressed on and we made it to the castle. In a room we saw the Black Cauldron. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. The origin of the Black Cauldron is unknown, though it was owned for a long time by the Enchantresses, Ordu, Orwen, and Argok. Aaron made a deal with the three to obtain the cauldron and used it to create his own army of Cauldron-born. However, he kept it beyond the agreed-upon time and the mysterious women eventually stole it back, taking it to their home in the marshes of Morva. In their quest to destroy the cauldron, Terran and his companions traded the powerful brooch of Adain to the Enchantresses. However, they then found its power could only be broken if a living human willingly threw himself into the cauldron, a fatal act. After the cauldron's seizure by King Morgant, this was finally done by Prince Eladur. Its exact origins are unknown. The legend says the gods imprisons the soul of a malicious king into the molten iron of what is to be forever known as the Black Cauldron. For untold centuries it remains hidden while many people with lust for power searches for it. The only one among those is none other than the deathly and malevolent emperor, the Horned King. The Horned King finally have it in his grasp while his mortal soldiers captured Terran and 2 of his 3 friends, but Gurgi alone escaped, and returned them to the castle. The Horned King uses the cauldron to raise the dead and his cauldron-born army begins to pour out into the world of Pryden. Gurgi manages to free the captives and Terran resolves to cast himself into the cauldron, but Gurgi stops that and advances himself instead. The undead army collapses. When the Horned King spots Terran at large, he infers the turn of events and throws the youth toward the cauldron, but the magic is out of control. It consumes the Horned King and destroys the castle, using up all its powers. The 3 witches come to recover the now inert black cauldron. Terran has finally realized Gurgi's true friendship, however, and he persuades them to revive the wild thing in exchange for the cauldron, giving up his magical sword permanently. Faluter goads the reluctant witches to go ahead and demonstrate their powers by the revival, which they do. Terran, Elyenwy, and Faluterflam were reunited with Gurgi at last. Me, there it is. The Black Cauldron. Lily, that thing is overflowing with pure evil. Me, and we won't let it be used for evil ever again. Terran, how are we gonna destroy it? Me, we're going to use the combined power of our attacks and use the power of righteousness, valor, courage, love, and friendship. We need to combine our attacks and hit it all at once. Nico, let's do it. Me, let's do it, guys. Combo and final smash time. Mind wipe, let's do it. Cyber key power. The animatron cyber planet key went into his back and enhanced his speed to 20 million miles per hour, and it enhanced his strength in bat mode. Skull cruncher, let's get him. Cyber key power. The animatron cyber planet key went into Skull Cruncher's back and it enhanced his jaw strength. Mind wipe and Skull Cruncher, hypersonic gator chomp. Mind wipe picked up Skull Cruncher with incredible speed and they went at the cauldron, and Mind wipe threw Skull Cruncher and he bit the cauldron in half. Warpath, my turn. Cyber key power. The Earth cyber planet key went into the back of Warpath's gun and it enhanced his explosives that he can now fire. Brock, let's go. Sadaudo, I choose you. He sent out Sadaudo. Brock, let's go. Animatron cyber key power. The animatron cyber planet key went into Brock's device on his right arm and enhanced his Sadaudo's abilities. Brock, use hammer punch. Warpath and Brock, dynamite explosion punch. Warpath fired numerous bunches of dynamite and Sadaudo had his hammer punch ready. Sadaudo punched the cauldron with devastating force and the bunches of TNT exploded. Crab Me, Nico, let's charge up our spirit bombs. Nico, you got it, JD. Me and Nico raised our hands into the air. Me and Nico, everyone. Share your energy with us. We charged up powerful spirit bombs. Terran, let's take care of the cauldron while they charge up. Maggie, I'll start off. Black Lantern Dead Ray. Maggie fired a powerful Black Lantern energy blast and it hit the cauldron and exploded with incredible power. Crab Terran, my turn. Excalibur Magic Storm. Terran's sword glowed with incredible righteous energy and he slashed the entire cauldron with ease. Terran, let's do this together. Elenwy, you got it. Terran. Terran and Elenwy jumped into the air and they formed a powerful energy blast with a heart in the middle. Terran and Elenwy, Love Storm Courage Force. They fired the blast and it hit the cauldron and it exploded. Crab Our spirit bombs were ready. Me and Nico, double spirit bomb strike. We both fired our spirit bombs at the cauldron. Me, black. Nico, cauldron. Me and Nico, you have failed this entire universe. The powerful spirit bomb slammed into the black cauldron and exploded. Crab The The Black Cauldron was completely obliterated in an instant and completely destroyed. Me. That's it for the Black Cauldron. Awesome job, everyone. Lincoln, that was awesome. Girl Jordan, it sure was. Me. Time to seal you away, Horned King. Nicole, now, time for you to see the inside of the actual Book of Vile Darkness. Unlike your cauldron, you'll only get out when I say you can get out. Chance an incantation, Aldruon in Lanthranal Vazolin Lyris Nor. The Horned King was sucked into the Book of Vile Darkness. Horned King, damn you JD. Nudson. Terran, that was amazing. Me, it was. We saved the world and destroyed 2 ultimate evils. Terran, to the viewers, never mess with the powers of ultimate evils or we'll come after you. Me, you said it, Terran. The witches of Morva came. Maggie, you're too late, witches. The Horned King is dead. And the Black Cauldron is destroyed. Me, courtesy of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. The witches were left to grieve for their cauldron and the Horned King being destroyed. Later we placed the world of the Black Cauldron in orbit around the land of departure. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Outside we were enjoying ourselves and relaxing by the lake and Nico caught a Bonesley and a Bronzome. Maria, I just realized that this date was when I joined you guys. Me, that's right. It was 1 year ago today. William, yep. Suddenly a massive blinding flash of light illuminated the whole planet and we shielded our eyes. But then when the light faded, we saw an incredible and absolutely unbelievable sight. The planet Earth was now completely different and totally changed beyond all form of imagination. We saw 3 moons in the sky and 1 moon had rings around it and the sky was illuminated with the dazzling display of the aurora. We saw that the trees had crystal clusters all over them and there were 2 ruined castles and monsters and strange creatures were all over the place and so were mermaids, sprites, fairies, and more. We saw strange landscapes and more. Our planet was now completely unrecognizable. Me, whoa. What happened to the whole planet? Zoe, gasp. I can't believe it. The worlds of Muni and Earth are now fully merged together. We gasped in sheer amazement. Our worlds were now one. Lainey, our world and Star's world are now one? Me, how did this happen? Zoe, Star must have done this. She told me that she was gonna destroy the magic. For eons, the world of magic dimension has been causing a lot of trouble for Muni and the dimensions across the cosmos that it knows. Brittany, is that even possible? Me, we better go see if she's alright. We went to the ruined castle and we saw that it was still standing but ruined. Me, hello? Lainey, is anyone here? Zoe, Star? Marco? Lady Moon? Star B, guys. We saw Star and Marco. Me, Star. Me and Star hugged. Me, thank goodness you and Marco are okay. Star B, thanks JD. I saw that Star's heart marks on her face are totally gone. Me, your heart marks on your face are gone. Star B, I destroyed the magic. I used the whispering spell and destroyed the whole world of magic. Me, that's incredible. Marco, she did it. Me, she really did it. I saw bandages on Marco's stomach. Me, are you alright, Marco? Marco, I got stabbed in the stomach by a unicorn horn. We gasped. Me, thank God you're alright, Marco. A wound like that would have killed you. Moon, British accent, it would have. Me, Queen Moon. Zoe, Lady Moon. Zoe went over and hugged her. Zoe, thank goodness you're alright. Moon, yes I'm fine Zoe. Star did it. She saved our worlds. Me, and she merged both our worlds into one. Lady Moon, it's such an honor to meet you. Moon, you too JD. Thank you so much for taking care of Star. Me, it was our pleasure, Your Majesty. Team Loud Phoenix Storm is like a family, always looking out for each other and helping people in need. Mina, then you will die before you are done. We turned and saw Mina Loveberry. *****. Prior to her debut, Mina was originally a peasant girl who was enlisted by Queen Solaria Butterfly to undergo a 3-stage magical metamorphosis that turned her into one of the Queen's Solarian super warriors. Throughout the years, she served under Solaria's rule, battling against monsters until the latter's death during an ambush. In the past, Mina was once known as a great Mumin warrior and Star's idol. However, when Star first meets her in the episode Starstruck, Mina is revealed to be mentally insane, as she is shown to be diving into dumpsters and putting paper bags on her head. She even tried to take over the Earth with Star, but Star refused. When the humans told Mina that they picked their leader by voting, she lost her mind and became a super-powered giant. After a fight with Star, Mina decides to leave Earth and return to Muni. She then appeared in a flashback from the Battle of Muni segment Moon the Undaunted. A young and more sane Mina is seen interrogating a monster about the death of Moon's mother. She decides about going to war with the monsters. However, the princess decides to face the monster's leader, Toffee, alone. When Moon cuts off Toffee's finger with the darkest spell given to her by Eclipsa, Mina and the rest of Moon's court bow before her. Her latest appearance was in Monster Bash, where she captures some monsters from Star's party in the ancient monster temple. Mina believes that the monsters are evil, but when Star tries to reason with her, Mina refused to listen. Following Miss Heinous' arrival, Mina reveals that Heinous is actually Meteora Butterfly, the daughter of Eclipsa Butterfly and her monster husband. Mina then tries to kill Heinous but is stopped by Star, Marco, and Tom. When Heinous gets away, Mina goes on an angry rampage looking for her, then escaped when the Mumin guards show up. She is seen again in Divide when Marco suggests sending Mina to fight Meteora. One of the guards says that they already sent her to fight, but she lost. The guard then shows Mina's soulless body as proof while it floats in the air. Mina returns in Ghost of the Butterfly Castle, revealing herself as the eponymous entity guarding the now abandoned Butterfly Castle to Moon Butterfly. She also disclosed that she's indirectly responsible for her attempt to turn Eclipsa into stone with berries in the episode Yada Yada Berries. She also obtains a crow companion named Sebastian. In Junkin Jana, Sebastian has gained Solarian powers like Mina and is gathering giant pieces of armor for her. Sebastian then appears at the end of Coronation, flying over the monster temple as the Mumins accept Globger and Eclipsa. In Ready, Aim, Fire, it is revealed that the Magic High Commission conspired with Mina to help get rid of Queen Eclipsa Butterfly and the monsters. She gets inside her new Solarian-built armor. In the right way, she leads an army of 100 Solarian warriors. In Here to Help End Pizza Party, she is revealed to be working for Moon so she can remove Eclipsa from the throne, but she betrays Moon in order to pursue the war on all monsters. In the tavern at the end of the multiverse, Mina gathers up all the monsters to kill them by pushing them off a cliff. But she finds out it will not be complete without the king of monsters, Globger. So she and her Solarian warriors go searching for Globger. In the series finale Cleaved, Mina finds Globger with River and Eddie. Then she orders her Solarian warriors to pull up the magic sanctuary to get Star, Moon, and Eclipsa. When she enters the sanctuary, she hears them chanting the whispering spell from the Well of Magic and goes inside to the realm of magic to stop them. When she arrives, she is shocked to see the ghost of Solaria helping them. Mina gets dragged in the magic by a dark millhorse despite her pleas to Solaria, who shows nothing but disgust towards Mina. After the magic gets destroyed, Mina emerges powerless, still pledges her loyalty to Solaria. Refusing Moon's offer to find help for her, she then leaves to live in the forest with Manfred, claiming her ideas will live on after death. Zoe, Mina. Zoe fired a massive blast of energy at her and completely obliterated her in an instant. Zoe, you are never welcome in our worlds again, Mina Loveberry. We met Eclipsa and her daughter Meteora, and we met Globger. But we got a surprising shock when we found out that Meteora is really Miss Heinous, whom we killed when we destroyed St. Olga's. But we're glad she's on the right path of redemption. Even though the magic is destroyed, she still has her powers given to her from the sun fireball of Helios. But we now have a whole new world merged with ours, and it was gonna take an extremely long time to get used to it. Meanwhile, on the legendary floating island of Animaria, 6 people were getting ready for the most awesome adventure. They were the Wild Force Power Rangers. Cole Evans. This is gonna be great. Meeting Team Loud Phoenix Storm is gonna be awesome. Taylor Earhart. You ready? Max Cooper. Let's do it. Wild Force Rangers. Wild Access. They changed in a powerful flash of light and the camera faded out. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. The Black Cauldron from 1985 was an awesome movie, and I thought it was an awesome adventure. It's too bad those stupid movie critics ruined it by saying how bad it was, and it was because of them that it became an underrated movie and a box office bomb that nearly bankrupted all of Disney. What a rip. Those stupid critics are losers. The movie didn't get released until 1996 because of it. I got the idea for the ending for the chapter from the final episode of Star vs. The Forces of Evil, Cleaved. That last part of that episode was awesome. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you all think. And the Black Cauldron was the only Disney movie with a Disney princess we had left to cover. See you all next time.